Hi guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we have a base routine that will get you throughout your day. I can't talk. A long-lasting base routine for oily skin if you want a matte look. So this is especially for my oily girls who want matte looks. And this is the look I was able to achieve. So if you want to see how I got this look, the products I use, I feel like something in my teeth. If you want to see how I got this look, the products I used and all of that, make sure you keep on watching and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye guys. Hi guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I wanted to do a long-lasting makeup routine for my oily girls who like to be matte. I am oily combo, but I prefer to be just a little bit dewy or radiant. And I'm gonna give you the name of the person's video I watched. Her name is Nina Ubi. I'm going to put the name right here and link the video in the description box. So if you want to follow her steps, you can. Of course, I'm going to, add my own little tweaks to it, not necessarily using the same products that she used. So first, my face has already been moisturized. You all know I use castor oil to moisturize my face. So it's been sitting probably now for about over an hour. Okay, for a primer, I'm going to take my Rimmel Lasting Finish Primer, 8-hour wear. Does that say, yeah, 8+ hour wear primer, along with my Rare Beauty Pore Diffusing Primer. I always like to use a pore diffusing primer, always, especially because this is where my pores are the most visible sometimes, and I wonder why that is. Like some days I won't see any pores, and then some days I would see all the pores, right? So just rub that in. You can use any primer of your preference. Any primer. She said to really make sure that it was a cream, not a water primer, but like a cream-based primer. And just a little bit of this Rimmel Lasting Primer, because I feel like this is a very moisturizing primer. And it's going to lock in the moisture for me. Okay, it's going to lock in. Yeah, I know I forgot the steps just that fast. So if we watch the young lady's video and my steps are not exactly her steps, don't be alarmed. That's just me. That's just me. Okay. So the primer is right. I'm not going anywhere today. Like I'm just in my room playing in makeup, hence the eye look. Just playing in makeup. So I won't put on my paint pot. But if I was like going to work or going somewhere, I will put my MAC paint pot in my smile lines, Art Thera Peachy, so that I would increase in my smile lines, right? So the next step is to take a very light, the lightest layer that you can take of translucent powder, and you're just going to dab that all over your face. You just want the very light, like don't go crazy with the powder, just very light. And you kind of like just dusting it on your face. All right, that's enough. And this is my RCMA No Color Powder. She said to use something that was very finely milled. So y'all know I love powder that doesn't have any additional color on it, and it's very finely milled. But right now, I could tell that, I won't say my face is tight, but I could tell that it's more matte than normal for me, right? So the next step for me, I have to color correct a little bit. she was a fair toned, more fair toned than I am. So her color corrector was more like a peachy yellow shade. But for me, because I'm deeper, I have to use this like orange like shade. I'm just getting underneath my eye, around my mouth, the area I feel like I have a little discoloration. And then we will lightly blend that in. I know I had my little, there it is. My little, I be having brushes for different things. Like I got a certain brush that I want to use for color correcting. And if I don't see it, I go crazy. I'm like, where is it? Because I feel like I have done this method before, probably like one time. And I can't remember what my thoughts were on it. But we're going to see today. My thing is, you'll see once the products I use, how my thoughts on it. Okay. So that's on. My face still feels somewhat matte. Like in this area, definitely it feels matte, right? So the next step is to use my highlight shade of concealer. She used a highlight shade first. I think Jackie Anna did a step like this. I did a video, following her steps about a month or so ago. And make sure my microphone is on and plugged in. Yeah. So I'm going to use my Tarte Shape Tape in 475 Deep Sand. And we're just going to put a little bit like we're highlighting like we normally would. And my highlight areas are underneath my eye, of course, my forehead, and my chin. I don't necessarily do my Cupid's bow, not like that. And while that's sitting for a minute, we're going to cream contour with Thread Beauty 210 foundation stick. And she took it on the back of a sponge and put it on like that versus versus just putting it on the face directly. She used the back of a sponge, which I was digging in it like, I don't know, like it wasn't, like this isn't pigmented. Make sure you get your chin area. What I was thinking. I was just scrubbing on the foundation stick like it's not pigmented. This is a very pigmented. $7 at Target. Can't beat it. Right? And my whole thing with this step was, as you could see when I applied the translucent powder, the no color powder, I'm like, you are always trained to not apply creams over powder. So when this came about, I'm like, oh, you can do that? Spray with my NYX Bear With Me spray. Getting ready to blend out the concealer. And I'm going to use a damp Car Beauty sponge for that. Right? You're always taught if you apply cream over powder that it would mess it up. But we're about to see today how we can tweak this and make this work for us. And don't be alarmed with how bright the highlight is, because you'll see in a minute how we fix this. And make sure you're looking up so that you can really get underneath your eye for those areas. Right? Ooh, I'm looking real bright. Okay. The next step is foundation. Today I'm going to use my MAC Studio Radiance in NC50. I had to add a drop of my yellow pigment, LA Girl yellow pigment, because the shade on its own is a little too warm for my liking. So now, I'm about to use my favorite foundation brush. I would have been so mad if I would have stuck my my eyeshadow brush in there. So let's go ahead and apply the foundation. I hope this come out good. We're going to see. Spray again. That's what I need to get. I need to get a another bottle of setting spray. I didn't think about that. Looking kind of bright. But it'll calm down. Let's hope so. And we're taking the foundation as the young lady did, and she basically put that on top of that very highlight shade. So it's a lighter shade down first, and then the darker shade, which is your foundation shade, on top. Immediately set the concealer so that it doesn't crease. With my Sacha Buttercup, she said immediately after you put the foundation on it, go ahead and set it. And this is supposed to be Longwear. And the foundation she used was the Nars Soft Glow foundation, which that is not a matte foundation. That is a glowy foundation. So I guess the combination of the powders, the setting spray, you know, and just how you layer it will depend on, you know, the longevity of your makeup and also how matte you can be. So just because your Ollie combo or Ollie doesn't necessarily mean that you have to wear a matte foundation to make your makeup matte. I'm learning, y'all. Learning and growing. And I'm not baking. I am really pushing this in. Like, or really just pushing it in and setting the areas. Not baking at all. And we can let that sit for a minute while I find my contour. Okay, now I'll take my Juvia'splace in dark bronzer because we don't want nothing, don't want anything too heavy today. So I'm going to take the darkest shade out of that, and that's what we're going to sculpt the face with today. Give us a nice, soft, bronzy look. I think the rest of the steps, because she didn't go into, you know, bronzer, blush, or any of that. So I think the next steps you would just do as you normally would. Just do everything like you normally would after, you know, you completed your foundation. And to set the rest of the face, y'all know I'm going to use my no color powder to just go ahead and set that, because why not? I don't need any more. I got powder. When I say I have powder everywhere on my desk, like everywhere. Like it makes no sense. Back with the bronzer brush just in case. And spray with the NYX Bear With Me spray to set everything in place. I think setting sprays are important to your makeup routine. Lip primer is also very important. I use the ColourPop Lippy Stick as my lip primer. And then I'm going to use a ColourPop lip liner. And I don't even know if it's a lip liner. It just says gel liner in Sunnyvale. I don't know. It's a cream gel liner. I don't know if it's a lip liner, if it's eyeliner. We're going to use it as a lip today. It's a brown. So. All right, let me get some lip gloss. I'm going to take this e.l.f. Plumping Gloss in Peach Bellini. Okay, guys, I forgot one of the steps was to spray your face and then actually use your sponge to press the spray inside your face or into your face. So, and then take your sponge, and I guess this is to like further set everything or make sure that everything is pushed in and everything into your face. This method, I will say, is much easier for me than the underpainting method. The underpainting method, I can't really get with that. I feel like that's a lot of work to do. A lot of blending. I feel like it's more blending, but some people say it's less, but to me, it's more. Okay, let me zoom y'all out some. I'm not as close. I feel like I need some more. I'm gonna take my Black Radiance bronzer. Y'all know I like to be bronzed up. It doesn't matter. Like if I feel like I'm not brown down, I need to be brown down at all times. I love bronzer. I think that's my favorite like makeup step is to bronze my face up. Like if I could be like 12 shades darker, I would love it. I love brown skin. Get your temples. Always make sure you get the temples too. And then you're good. Okay, guys. So this is the completed all day wear. Of course, I'm not wearing this all day because I'm not even going to wear. But we'll try this again, like on my work day or something like that. But I think the skin is sitting pretty nice, right? Like, hmm. If I got anything from this look, I got that just take your time, blend, kind of like switch up your products to make them work with each other, you know, something hydrating here, something matte here, you know, so that they fuse together and kind of create, depending on your skin type. You have to find out what works for your skin type. And it's just all about playing with products, playing with different techniques. And this is the reason why I wanted to do this video today, because I never want to get uh bored just doing the same makeup day in and day out. I love to switch it up to see if I can tweak something, see, you know, if it'll work for me. If it don't work for me, that's fine too. At least I tried it. And this is the completed look, y'all. I'm impressed. Like I said, the young lady video will be listed in the description box if you want to check out her full detail, because y'all know I'm not as detailed like that. Not yet. I just be wanting to put the makeup on and really just talk to you guys. That's all I be wanting to do. But yeah, this is the completed look. Drop down and let me know your thoughts. And as always, make sure you hit the subscribe button, especially if you keep coming back, so that way you'll be notified every time I post new videos. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like and comment. I talk to you guys. I talk back. Never be afraid to drop down a comment, ask me a question or anything like that. I'll always reply to you guys. And of course, I'm going to catch you in my next video. Bye, guys.